Cleopatra VII, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt, was a figure of remarkable intelligence, political acumen, and charisma. Cleopatra was well educated, speaking several languages and possessing deep knowledge in philosophy, mathematics, and astronomy. Plutarch, one of her most famous biographers, noted that her charm was not just physical, but stemmed from her wit, conversation, and the sheer force of her personality. She was a shrewd strategist who understood the delicate balance of power in the ancient world. Her decisions were calculated, informed by her knowledge of Egyptian and Roman politics. Cleopatra admired and aligned herself with powerful figures like Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, not just out of romantic interest, but as a means to secure her throne and the future of Egypt. She was deeply influenced by her heritage and saw herself as a protector of Egyptian culture against the encroaching influence of Rome. Her affinity for luxury and theatrical displays was a strategic tool, used to reinforce her divine status and command respect from both her subjects and foreign dignitaries. Cleopatra's patience and intellect made her a formidable negotiator, but she was also known to dislike the tediousness of long drawn-out political maneuvers when they did not yield immediate results. Her quick thinking and adaptability allowed her to respond to challenges with boldness, such as when she famously met Julius Caesar by having herself smuggled to him in a rug. Cleopatra enjoyed intellectual discussions and was deeply involved in cultural and academic pursuits, often hosting scholars and philosophers at her court. However, Cleopatra was not without her flaws. Her ambition sometimes led her to make risky decisions, particularly in her later years, when her reliance on Mark Antony and her attempts to play Rome against itself ultimately contributed to her downfall. Cleopatra was good at rallying support and inspiring loyalty among those close to her, but her inability to fully grasp the internal dynamics of Roman politics proved to be a significant weakness. Overall, Cleopatra was a complex figure who combined intellect, charm, and strategic acumen with a deep sense of duty to her kingdom. Sigmund Freud saw her as an archetype of the femme fatale, while modern historians often emphasize her as a powerful, intelligent leader navigating a world dominated by men. Cleopatra's personality aligns closely with the mentor archetype, driven by her dominant, extroverted feeling, which she used masterfully to navigate the complex social and political landscapes of her time. Her auxiliary extroverted sensation and her conscious introverted intuition as her simulation function. Cleopatra's FE was evident in her ability to forge and maintain crucial alliances, such as those with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Her charm, persuasive skills, and deep understanding of others' emotional and social needs allowed her to navigate complex environments effectively. Cleopatra knew how to present herself in ways that resonated with her audience, whether through her famed theatrical entrance to meet Caesar or in her careful curation of her public image as the divine ruler of Egypt. This strong FE function made her a natural at influencing those around her and creating a sense of loyalty and devotion among her followers. Her SE auxiliary function complemented her extroverted feeling by grounding her in the present moment and making her highly responsive to her immediate environment. Cleopatra was known for her keen awareness of the physical and political landscape, which she used to her advantage in both war and diplomacy. Her ability to act decisively, often with bold and dramatic gestures, reflects her reliance on SE, grounding her in the present and making her highly attuned to the tangible opportunities and dangers in her environment. This function enabled her to act decisively, whether it was in the seduction of Julius Caesar and Mark Antony or in her calculated efforts to maintain Egypt's independence. The mentor archetype is characterized by a focus on real-world impact, direct influence, and a deep understanding of the social and political dynamics at play, traits Cleopatra demonstrated throughout her reign. While she was undoubtedly visionary and creative, her strength lay in her ability to act decisively and navigate the immediate realities of her world. Introverted intuition as her simulation function likely contributed to Cleopatra's strategic foresight and her ability to anticipate the long-term consequences of her actions. This function may have been responsible for her understanding of the broader implications of her alliances with Roman leaders and her attempts to secure her dynasty's future. Cleopatra's NI allowed her to see beyond the immediate, considering the lasting impact of her decisions on Egypt and its relationship with Rome. This strategic vision is evident in her efforts to position her son, Caesarion, as a legitimate heir to Julius Caesar, which was part of her broader strategy to secure Egypt's autonomy. This strategic foresight, combined with her strong FE-SE orientation, allowed her to maintain her rule in a highly volatile context. Cleopatra's vortex development likely resulted in her NI being conscious, giving her an edge in anticipating the future and understanding the deeper, often hidden motivations of her allies and enemies. Cleopatra's leadership was defined by her ability to blend emotional intelligence, immediate action, and strategic foresight. Her mentor archetype allowed her to lead with charisma and decisiveness, while her conscious NI provided the vision necessary to navigate the complexities of her time. Despite her ultimate defeat and the fall of the Ptolemaic dynasty, Cleopatra's reign remains a testament to her remarkable ability to harness the strengths of her functions to maintain her power and influence in a male-dominated world.